had a great start of the new year, so I thought of hopping in to show you and share with you the process I did for this year's goal planning. Okay, so I have been doing this method for the past 3 to 4 years, and I'm constantly changing it every time I learn something new. In fact, I've recorded this video for the third time already because I always see something I need to improve on, which is also the reason why I started vlogging, recording my planning, my planners, because I feel like when I talk, when I share what I know, I learn something new about myself or in my system, and yeah, maybe you learn from it too. And of course, I'd love it if you um, tell me what you learn as well, if you have any suggestions, and yeah, let's learn from each other. Right, so today I'm going to talk about using digital tools. Um, if you have been following me in social media, let me first say that hi, I'm Chami. Sorry if my hands are bothering you. It's been dry. It's been shedding skin. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm Chami. I used to teach yoga. I'm on an indefinite break. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and I also have a tea shop, especially for international audiences. I have a local one. It's in SHOPEE for mostly for Filipinos here in the Philippines, and yeah, apparently I haven't taken seriously my goal setting last year, which is 2021. I've followed the same method, changed it a bit. I think I don't have my past notebook for that. Not sure if I should show you because apparently I didn't follow it throughout the year because it's the pandemic, lots of changes, lots of routines that has changed. So anyway, also I would like to also mention that before the year ended last year, my province here in the Philippines, which is Bohol, was one of the provinces who was hit by the super typhoon Odette with an international name Rai. So really, because of trying to be more resourceful or preserving some resources, particularly paper, I had to resort to digital tools so I can really plan, especially since it's it's January now, so turn of the new year. So I want to be more prepared by using what has already worked for me. Okay, so let's start. Hopefully that's not a not too long for you. Yeah, this particular one, this app is called Paper. So I'm not sure yet if they already have this app on Android devices. But Paper, I believe, was from Bamboo, or they have migrated. Anyway, anyway, yeah, this is Paper app. Okay, I've also used other digital tools, digital planning tools. Lately, there's Google Calendar. I've been using this a lot, and then Google Keep, and then I've also used Trello and Evernote. Yeah, for now, let's talk about Paper. Okay, so I've been using this a lot. I'll tell you more what the benefits and maybe disadvantages of using this kind of app. Okay, now for goal setting, I would usually start with uh, mind mapping, right? So before anything, let me show you first. Okay, so in my previous videos, I would like to tell you that I'm still on Pocket Loss, yay! And I'm uh, I'm actually comfortable in this size, and I think I'm going to stay here for the rest of the year. If not, then I'm going back to my personal. But I think this is enough for now. So no changes uh, since I recorded that vlog, uh, that video recording. Okay, let me show you my journal. Oh, I have here my written goal setting pages to to show you what it would look like in a more official format in my journal. Okay, so what you will see here is a spread, and then like I mentioned earlier, there will be a vision mind map, what I would like to see myself after 3 months. Now I only plan uh, every 90 days. I set goals. I'm comfortable at setting goals for 3 months or 90 days. I know that a year's worth or 5 years worth of goal setting isn't working for me. So yeah, 90 days. This may be also applicable when you plan for a year. And yeah, so ideally you will have one goal. Ideally you will set one goal. For me, for this year, I'm going to try 3 goals. But if you will notice, I've divided them in three because I want an ideal goal, which is usually what the first thing you might think of, and then the second one is a more achievable goal, which is something that's lesser, or when you step back a little from that first goal. So it's almost the same, but a little easier or manageable, right? So the third one is a minimum goal. So step back a little, step back further. That's what I plan to do. Yeah, so ideally one goal or just three. So it takes the pressure off of your shoulders. So for me, that's also more easier or more easy to handle. Right, so the next step for me is to determine the progress goals or maybe milestones to reach that certain goal. And then later on I will show you. Okay, so and then for those three, I will determine the steps or the action plans for each progress goal. So every day, every month, I will make sure that these little steps, these subtasks contribute to progress towards my goals in 90 days or more. Hopefully, not more than 4 months. Alright, so now that's the actual format. I will actually start with a vision board, or at least a vision of what I would want to see myself in 3 months. Now, if you are familiar with this, I was inspired by I think Franklin Covey, where you actually think of your roles or your life's foundations when planning. So I've indicated that I am an artist, relationships are important to me, and community. Sub uh, there's of course there will always be um, sub roles along with that. Now, in vision mapping, I actually chose to focus on being an artist in the for the next 3 months. Right, so I've been holding off of trying to be serious about my art. So I'm a graphic designer. I design. I do something digitally in Photoshop, but then that's mostly for clients. And then I really didn't take time to really dig deep and develop those skills. So I never know. Right, so yeah, I decided to focus on that for the next 3 months, maybe for the whole year, and then thought of the 5 things the for my vision board. So I said maybe in 3 months I have loyal patrons, and then maybe more accessible products for my Etsy shop and my Shopee shop, and then uh, maybe in 3 months I have more capacity to give back to my community, and then maybe but in 3 months with continuous practice I have more consistent body of work. And then, of course, if I really worked hard on it, maybe my my style is more recognizable, more unique, more me. Right. So, usually people would stop at that. But then I said, what could be the effect of those little visions for me? Okay. So I said, if I have loyal patrons, I gain more trust. If I have more accessible products, maybe uh, these are useful, maybe these are functional. Okay, so I, I'm actually not sure how I worded this. And then when I was able, when I'm able to give back, to contribute, yeah, of course, charity. So, uh, yeah. And then when I have consistent body of work, I gain knowledge, I gain more skills, I become more confident. And then if I have developed a recognizable style that's my own, of course, I thought maybe that's a sign of popularity or familiarity with my work. Right. And then also I added dots there if you noticed. So I color coded each almost all of my roles or foundations in life. Okay. So I think if I focus on my on loyal, if I focused on gaining loyal patrons, if I work on that, uh, it will benefit my role as a planner, my role as a business owner, and maybe my role as in family. Maybe I'd be able to contribute more on that financially. Yeah, so that continues. So access if I have more products to show to sell, uh, that would contribute to my business, of course, and then to the planner community because I'm focusing focusing on stationery and planner stuff. And then when I finally when I'm able to give back to my community, of course, that will be more useful to sorry to uh, my community members. And then if I have more consistent body of work, of course that would contribute to my business. And then I'd be able to contribute to the arts and culture community, and then to the planner community as well. And then if I have again a more recognizable style, of course that would be more useful for my business and maybe the arts and culture community. Right. So of course, I know with the little time I have, for just 90 days, I hope to focus on maybe just one, or well, I've chosen actually three. So one that affects my roles the most are these three: loyal patrons, giving back, and consistent body of work. And then of course, I will choose what effect I wanted to feel, or more, which one is more beneficial to me, which one is more urgent to me. Right. So with that in mind, with that in mind, I move on to the actual template that I've previously showed you. Okay, so I am more or less, this is already the final format of my goals. Okay, so as I've said, I've divided my goal into three depending on its intensity, or the effort I want to exert on. So yeah, I guess if you can already read, I wanted to focus on YouTube and coffee subscriptions. I've also indicated why this is going to be important to me. If you have seen the effects I've written for my vision board, I've also written those things in here, and then decided on my milestones that I wish to do for the next 90 days. Okay, what I've added, or I feel like I should be more focusing as well in reaching for my goals, is also setting a reward system. So by the end of uh, the first quarter, I have decided that I wanted to have a vacation with my fiance, paddle boarding. Yeah? So that is to say that that means that I've reached my 90-day goal. Yeah, and then of course, for accountability, I've decided on these three steps to take to make sure that I'm doing something to reach for my goals. Alright, so I hope this has been clear enough. I hope this will be useful for you when you already when you haven't already set your goals. Maybe this will give you a different perspective when setting goals. Okay, um, very quickly, I just want to mention as well the disadvantages and the advantages of using digital systems for planning. Okay, so as I've said, I've used different tools already. This one is particularly useful, especially if you are a more visual person where you wanted to mind map, or visually um, draw the plans you have. Okay, and it's very easy. You can just write, and then you have all the tools here to maybe highlight some things. Maybe if you want uh, a more ball pen like tool to write on, there's the pen tool. If you need to draw shapes, it's very easy. If you need to move things, it's very easy as well. They have a cutting tool. What I like also in here is that, oops, what happened? Okay, let me just delete that part. Another thing I like about this is you can duplicate something you've already done, and then maybe change a few things here. For example, this, until you've already decided which one you what template you'll go for. Right. Or if you want to, again, another one, I can duplicate this. Okay. And then maybe if I wanted to write different things here, maybe for the second quarter, I already have a template. that's easy. Right. And a, disan- a disadvantage, eh? a disadvantage of using digital tools for me is that I am bothered by my handwriting. I I hated my digital handwriting. If you will see here, it's very messy. But then this is for my eyes only most of the time if I'm not going to vlog about it. So I think that's that. Another one I can think of, one of the disadvantages of digital plan for me is that I tend to forget about what I've written. I need a certain routine so I can look back and then sort things out, sort what I've written. Right. But then again, sometimes I need to use different tools so that my planning, I have a more different, to gain more different perspective. Huh. So, right. I hope you learned something new today. I hope you will have a happy new year. See you again. Thank you so much. And please send me a comment if this has been useful for you. If you have suggestions of what you wanted to watch next time, comments are welcome. Okay, see you again. Bye.